All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on Beyond at this hour, where the World Health Organization has been constantly slammed for its lukewarm response when the pandemic had first broken out in China. The United States maintains that the WHO was actually very late in sounding the alarm. But the WHO, for its part, insists that they had nothing to hide, and they still have nothing to hide at this point of time. Listen to what's being said.
But at the same time, having CDC staff means there is nothing hidden from the US from day one. Because these are Americans who are working with us, and it just comes naturally, and they just tell what they're doing. And for WHO, it's open. We don't hide anything. It's open.
And also the WHO has reiterated the presence of US government agents at the headquarters means that no information had ever been concealed from Washington. Now, there are at least 15 staff members from the US federal agency CDC who work together with the WHO on a day-to-day basis. Now, the organization has also insisted that political leaders should not try to exploit the pandemic for their own narrow political capital. The World Health Organization has even said that they've been warning about the virus since the day that it broke out.
We have been warning from day one. This is a devil that everybody should fight.
But in terms of the reports that are coming in, it suggests that what the WHO claims may not be true. China reported the very first cases of the coronavirus infections to the WHO on the 31st of December. Now, this was more than a month after the very first case had been detected in Wuhan sometime on the 17th of November. The WHO even endorsed China's narrative at that point, stating that this was not that serious a pandemic, and it waited for quite some time before it was declared as a pandemic. It was only after several days that it reported limited human-to-human transmission. But even then, the organization continued to downplay the breakout of COVID-19. The WHO even declined to call it a public health emergency of international concern, even as cases began to emerge in other nations. And after declaring it as an emergency, the WHO took almost over a month to declare COVID-19 as a pandemic. Now, as the world continues to grapple with the pandemic, the WHO has now warned that the worst is still ahead of us. And this warning comes especially as countries are looking to ease some of the strict lockdown measures that they have imposed in place.
Trust us, the worst is yet ahead of us. Let's prevent this tragedy. It's a virus that many people still don't understand. Many countries are very developed, putting the wrong conclusions because they didn't know it and got into trouble. And we warned even developed countries, saying this virus will even surprise developed countries. It did. We said that. It will surprise even wealthy nations. We said it. It's on record. Let's stop additional surprises. Let's stop tragedy. Hundreds of thousands now dying is serious. Even one life is precious. Let's say enough is enough.